Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about breadboarding in the UX sense of the word. So definitely not anything edible, but very functionable. So for someone like me who can't even draw a straight line when I have a ruler, breadboarding has been a really easy way for me to get feedback from my team or from my clients, basically just showing them what I imagine something to work like, instead of having to draw all of those UI components that might take away from the feedback that you're actually looking for when it comes to functionality. So let's get right into the video. To start off this video, let's talk about what a breadboard is. And it's actually a borrowed concept from electrical engineering, basically acting as a prototype of all the components and wiring of the actual device, but no design attached to it. Because of this, the best people to show this to would be people with some kind of technical knowledge who understand that this is not a fully fleshed out product, but are curious about how something is expected to work or flow. You probably wouldn't show this to someone who considers themselves to be more visual or who are interested in the UI components. Now that we've talked a bit about what a breadboard is, let's walk through a concrete example. We'll start off with our user Mina. She's a 24-year-old student who needs a to-do list. To keep this simple, let's list out the features that Mina needs. She wants to be able to check and uncheck something on her list, add or delete an item, edit an already created item, and be able to prioritize things on her to-do list. To create a breadboard, I'm going to be using my iPad. You can also do this on a whiteboard, pen and paper, or in some kind of prototyping software. Using only text, breadboards present three pieces of information: places, which are views or screens; affordances, which are interactable components like buttons, input fields, and even copy; and finally, connection lines, which show users how to use affordances to get to a place. To start off the breadboard for our to-do list, let's create a to-do list place, and for this example, we already have an item A and B in our list that act as affordances. From the to-do list, we are also able to create a new item. This leads to our first connection line. When a user creates a new item, they are taken to a Create New Item modal or pop-up. In this modal, we can add a new item in a text field. We are also able to save or cancel this action, which will take us to the to-do list. Another feature Mina wanted in this to-do list was the ability to edit. For this feature, we are going to say that the user directly selects on the item they want to edit to get to the edit modal or pop-up. Once here, they can edit the text field, save, or cancel. Mina wants to be able to delete or prioritize her items. For this app, I imagine that double tapping or swiping left on an item would delete it, and dragging and dropping an item will let the user prioritize it. Since breadboards have no indicator for interactions, I'll just write delete and prioritize on the bottom. As I imagine we can check and uncheck an item by tapping on it, we can leave it off of our breadboard. Let's make sure we have every feature Mina needs. We are able to check and uncheck items by tapping on them. We can create items through a button that opens up a modal. We can delete items by swiping or double tapping, and by holding down an item, we can activate the edit modal. Dragging and dropping an item can rearrange it in our list. So what do you do after creating a breadboard? Typically what follows are discussions of interactions as well as rough sketches of our UI, usually in the form of fat marker sketches. Breadboards are a great way to quickly get out the flow of a feature or application in a low-effort, high-reward way. I hope you guys found this video useful. Let me know in the comments below if there's another topic you'd like to see, and be sure to subscribe to see more UX videos. See you next time. Bye!
Just wiggle your hips.